Yo, what's up, Aries? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of January 2018. Happy New Year, Aries. We're starting off the month, we're starting off the year with some important celestial events. We've got two full moons this month. We've got one on the first of the month and one on the last day of the month. So it's pretty interesting. One full moon on the first day of the month, one full moon on the last day of the month. And the second one is actually a full moon total lunar eclipse. So it's a pretty substantial event. And then on January 2nd, we have Uranus, which is going to be moving forward now in your sign. It's been retrograding since August 3rd, 2017. So it's quite some time. I'm going to talk more about what that means in just a moment. But the sun is going to be in an area for you, Aries, throughout the month of January 2018. It has to do with your professional life. So get ready to put your career hat on. You're going to be busy in your office throughout the month of January 2018. There's going to be more exchanges with your bosses, your coworkers, your clients, and this area has to do a lot with authority figures and important men in your life. And then the sun is going to shift on January 19th, and it's going to move into an area for you, Aries, it's more of a sociable area. It's more of an area that has to do with having fun, hanging out with your friends, socializing, networking, teamwork. It has to do with the future. It has to do with technology. So you get a nice break there following January 19th when the sun shifts. You're going to be busy in your career throughout the month of January 2018, but when the sun shifts on January 19th, then you get to take your work hat off, get to have some fun. Those are the main themes for you, Aries, for the month of January 2018. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat on January 1st, there's a full moon. And this full moon for you, Aries, has to do with a change in your home life. So some of you have been going along with the same home life situation for quite some time. And now the universe is serving up this full moon, and it's going to precipitate a change of some sort for some of you. Now, that means different things for different Aries. I'm just going to write down the list to tell you what that means for all of you different Aries. So, some Aries, obviously, after the full moon on January 1st, some of you potentially are going to be going to a new address. So not all of you are, but yes, when there's a full moon in this area, sometimes it can precipitate a movement to a new location. Now, if that's not the case, then potentially other Aries are going to be staying, in your current home, but you're going to see some changes in your home life potentially. Whatever's happening in your domestic life or in your household, there's going to be some sort of change or development potentially. A few Aries may see somebody out. A few Aries may see somebody move out. Other Aries may see somebody move in. And obviously, this is a very particular circumstance. But yeah, some Aries are potentially, maybe there's going to be a baby coming down the pike. So that's obviously a very specific situation. Not all Aries are going to be having babies after this full moon. Other Aries are going to potentially be doing a home renovation of some sort. This is a great time for buying property or attending to any property matters. On January 2nd, Uranus is going direct in your sign. It's been retrograding since August 3rd, 2017, so it's quite some time. And this is in your sign, Aries. So for you as an Aries, the sign of Aries is your first house. That's the first house of self, and it has to do with new beginnings. So with Uranus retrograding in your first house, it's in your sign, then this potentially the universe was putting some kind of new beginning on hold. I mean, maybe some of you weren't even aware of a new beginning that was coming into your life, but, potentially some of you now have some sort of new beginning that's taking shape in your life, Aries. And with Uranus moving forward in your sign, this is like the universe's way of saying, Aries, you're ready to go. You're ready to start this new beginning. So try to think about what it is in your life, Aries, that's, it's ready to take off now. You're ready to move forward with something new. Uranus is the planet of innovation. It's an unconventional planet. So, potentially whatever this new beginning is, maybe it is something innovative, maybe it is something unconventional. So try to think about how that applies to your life. On January 8th, Venus is positively aspecting Jupiter. This is a great combination, and Venus is in this area that has to do with your work, and Jupiter is in an area that has to do with business partnerships. Now, Venus is the planet of love, so some of you may have some sort of career opportunity with, potentially there's a romantic connection with it too. So, not only is something positive happening in your career, but potentially there's romance attached to this as well. So, for some of you Aries, this means a romantic opportunity in your existing career. Other Aries have, right now, other Aries are going to see some other new opportunities coming in. So where can you think of maybe there's a new career opportunity in your life where there might be romance attached to it? If that's not the case, then it's an existing romance, or it's in your existing line of work, and potentially there's romance involved. Now, if it doesn't have to do with romance, then potentially this has to do with creativity, because Venus is the planet of creativity. So some of you have the ability to use ingenuity and creativity to benefit what you're doing in your career. And you're going to notice this right around January 8th. On January 13th, Venus is now aspecting Uranus, which is in your sign. So, Uranus is the change maker. And Venus is in your area of career, and Uranus is in your sign, and they're aspecting each other on January 13th. So, potentially some of you could benefit from making some changes. So if that's does that mean within your existing career? Yes. For some of you in your existing career, you can benefit from making some changes. You might be a little bit spontaneous, because Uranus is the planet of spontaneity. So, some of you might see something unexpected come up on January 13th in your career. I'm not saying it's definite, but, with Uranus in the mix, it's always a possibility. Now, others of you, like I said, some Aries do have potential, there's some kind of new career opportunity coming in potentially for some Aries, and there might be romance or love attached to this. So you might learn a little bit more about this on January 13th. On January 16th, there's a new moon in Capricorn. So like I said, this Capricorn is this area for you that has to do with your career. So, different signs mean different things for you, Aries, and Capricorn is the area, it's your 10th house, so it's your 10th house. 10th house has to do with your career situation. So with a new moon hitting on January 16th, the 6 months that follow January 16th, potentially some of you Aries are going to have some sort of new career coming in. Where in your life can you think about a new career opportunity that's coming into your life? Now, if that's not the case, then other of you Aries might see just new stuff developing in your existing career. So maybe there's going to be something new about your current role, or maybe there's just new stuff happening in your office potentially. So maybe you're going to change roles, but you're going to stay within the same company. So this is going to resonate differently for all Aries. And yeah, like I said, some Aries, this is a completely new career opportunity altogether. On January 18th, Mars, your ruler, is aspecting Chiron. And this is a positive aspect. So overall, whatever's happening here is positive. Now, this has to do with a secret situation for some Aries. So, Mars is in this area that has to do with your sex life, Aries, and Chiron is in this area that has to do with secrets. So, I'm not saying all Aries have, love affairs going on or some kind of secret romance going on, but yeah, some of you do. And January 18th, you might get some more insight about this. And just to jump to numerology real quick, 18th, so 1 plus 8 is 9. The number 9 is also ruled by Mars, and Mars is the planet of sex. So, some of you might be interested in having a pretty passionate encounter with somebody on January 18th. Either that, or you're just getting indication of one that might be coming down the pike. So I'm not saying that's resonating for all of you, but for some of you, definitely yes. On January 24th, Mercury is going to be aligning with Pluto in Capricorn. So here we go again. Capricorn is your area that has to do with your career situation, Aries. And this is you. Pluto is transformation, and Mercury is thought. So, some of you Aries might be thinking about maybe a transformation of some sort in your career, and that's going to mean different things for different Aries. So, obviously some Aries are going to think about, I want to go through a transformation in my existing career. How can I transform, where I'm currently at to make it something different, potentially make it something better. And other Aries, you're thinking about, Mercury is the planet of thought. It's also the planet of talk. So, potentially you could have some more profound conversations about your career, or potentially with somebody in a career on January 24th. Like I said, for some of you Aries, this when it means transformation, Mercury is aligning with Pluto. Not all of you Aries are going to have a new career opportunity, but some of you, yes. So that would be the significance of Pluto here. Pluto is suggesting there is a career transformation happening for some of you, and you might see that right around January 24th. Like, it's not going to actually happen on the 24th, but you might be thinking about it or talking about it. On January 28th, Mercury is aspecting Uranus. So before Venus was aspecting Uranus, now Mercury is taking its turn to aspect Uranus in your sign. So this is you thinking about making career changes potentially. For some of you, it means changes within your existing career. Others of you, potentially thinking about a new career altogether. January 31st, now we have a full moon, total lunar eclipse in your area that has to do with true love in your life. So, when you see a lunar eclipse, a lot of the times it means breaking away. So, not all Aries are going to be breaking away from a true love. Potentially some of you are with someone right now. It doesn't mean you're going to be breaking away from this person. For some of you, yes, it does. So it's going to be one way or the other. It's like, this is either going to precipitate some kind of, maybe you're going to take it to the next level with your current romance, or you're just going to break away completely and somebody else who's more aligned with your fate and your life path is going to come in. But that's all I have for you this month, Aries. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I'll see you next month.